4th
Here
of
we are.
July. Happy Independence Day. Hopefully everybody still has their fingers and other appendages, and we didn't get too hammered out there. But we still celebrated like we should.
Dude, the girl at I played golf this morning. Girl at the working the register, checking us in. Bandage on her left 2 fingers. I'm like, what'd you do? She's like, I held on to a Roman candle too long. I'm like,
crazy!
Dang it! I was hoping you would not say that.
We were so close.
They were still there though. They were still there.
As long as she still got them.
There were some pictures going around from a dude in Omaha last night who just like fucking the thing went off right in the center of his hand.
No, I saw a couple
and there was a few like fingers dangling on there, but it was really not a pleasant sight.
I saw a report from it was somebody in KCPD or something, I don't know, somewhere back home, that somebody had held on to one for too long, about blew his whole hand off.
Yeah. Happy 4th.
Happy 4th. It happens. Y'all can quit shooting fireworks off too, by the way, because the dogs around the country will thank you.
Yeah. Games are over.
Yep.
We're past.
We are done.
We had a birthday. Time to move on. We got work tomorrow.
Time to move on. All right. What's going on, Spaceman? I was thinking about you guys doing an episode of my new film, and Fader going off about how epic it is to dream. Yeah. This isn't that much of a podcast about discussing movies, unless something really comes out that's like crazy, but
what I do got for us today is a whole bunch of screenshotted tweets about how we are all racist and bigots for lighting fireworks on the 4th of July and celebrating this country's birthday.
Sweet, here we go.
I cannot believe
Into it.
Anybody would have the audacity to celebrate. Okay, I'll say it, the greatest country in the nation. Name me one better.
Yeah.
Name me one better.
Name me one better.
If we're just talking about it, I mean, again, we have room to grow. Obviously, there's still bad things happening, but greatest country in the nation, and I'm not afraid to say it. I didn't anticipate getting right into this right off the bat.
Oh man,
if we want to go, we can go.
You don't have to, but you can. What's up?
I've been showing these
with the
people.
host. Thank you, sir.
If you see me drinking tonight, just know, last night, by the way, if you see me drinking tonight, just know it is in no way to celebrate the 4th of July. I'm just a borderline alcoholic with borderline mental health issues, and I do this all the time. America ain't special. I got one more, and these are just the tip of the iceberg, and then we'll really dive in here a little bit later. It shouldn't have to be said, but I promise no one wants to see your 4th of July post of you in an American flag swimsuit at the lake with your 20-plus friends. Not this year, please. Do you realize the whole fact that you get to have an open platform to tweet that is because there's an open platform where you're not supposed to censor people and tell them what to post?
This is true. Like, what?
What in the world?
What in the world?
Man?
There's our.
What in the world?
What in the world?
Do you realize how contradictory that statement is? Like,
Jesus.
You have the platform. This is also the same girl that proposed that we have 2 Halloweens instead of a 4th of July.
What?
Which, I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong. Halloween's
cool.
One of my favorite days of the year. My parents do a haunted house every year. It's cool. We scare kids. But how can people continue to deny the fact that, yeah, we have room to grow? And guess what? George Floyd's murderer, I won't even say his name, is behind bars. He's being tried for murder. Good. Those kids that, or those officers that detained that Elijah McCain because he was walking home in a ski mask, and the kid had like anxiety issues and was anemic, and I'm sure
he was on the spectrum at like a little bit.
Yeah. It took way too long, and the Aurora police are still not very high ranking in my book right now. But they're finally fired. Good. And it did take, they like recreated pictures at the scene of like the same chokehold that they put him in. It was fucking disgusting. I bet it horrible. Is. And there's shitty humans in every culture. Yeah. Every culture, everywhere, every place. But don't sit and tell me that America isn't a beautiful, wonderful place to live right now. I mean,
we have issues and there's things going on, but I mean, I think I would still choose to live here over anywhere else.
Name me one better is all I'm going to say. with the same population that we have,
right?
And our Trump. Sorry, I've been drinking. 18 holes of golf this morning and 2 slow pitch softball games tonight, and I'm a little tired, but I'm going to make it through this. Our president is not a great one. We've already talked about that. Don't love the guy. Yeah. In fact, really dislike him. But that room for growth, but we're going to keep growing.
Yeah, for sure. Every country, we all have room to grow. Everybody, all the time. Nobody's ever perfect, but we can get as close as we can.
I gotta find this Matthew McConaughey video real quick.
All right.
Show it to the crowd.
Oh yeah, just send it over to me and I'll pull it up on screen.
It's on my Twitter page actually.
Okay.
I retweeted it from him.
All right.
I'll send it to you personally right now though.
Okay. You guys get a brief insight into what I've got on my Twitter, which is not much, just memes, really. Messages. There we go.
Podcast time. Let's go, people. Yeah, let's go, baby. Who do we have?
How can I be better? How can I expect more of myself and others? How can I be more responsible? How can I have more compassion? How can I have more courage? How can I be more fair? How do I make sure I wear the damn mask? We individually make these changes. That's how we make a collective change. That's how we get to next year's birthday and birthdays beyond that. And we start partying again. Looking around and saying, oh, yeah, we always got work to do. We never arrive. But we improved. That's our chance. That's our opportunity. That's on me. That's on you. It's game time. Ding, ding. We are in the ring, America. Let's quit messing about and get it done. Just keep living.
Nice. Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Heck yeah.
I am ready to run through a brick wall, baby.
Let's go. Thank you, Matthew McConaughey.
I love Matthew McConaughey to the end of this earth and back.
Oh, for sure. That dude's the man. Speaking of masks, I'm going to go a little bit off topic here. But,
perfect. Keep just flow.
Freaking, how about... couldn't hear what he was saying. You guys couldn't hear that? Nah, tell me you're lying to me right now.
I could hear it on my end.
Through the stream?
Yeah, through the stream. I turned my volume up all the way on my iPad. I could hear it.
All right. Well, that's interesting. Hold on. Let me do one thing real fast and double check. I thought everything was good, but let me pull something else up here real fast and double check something here. Profile switch. Podcast, desktop audio. All right. Nope. All right. Is it good now, Chad? What do you think? It should be cool. Sure be cool if you did. What's going on, Lacey?
Sure be cool if you did.
All right. Very slightly audible. I turned it up as much as I could on both things on my end, so interesting. But anyway.
Hey, I do want to give out a shout out to Lacey real quick. She lost her grandpa in the final stages of losing her grandpa, so sorry about that. That sucks.
We're sorry to hear that, Lacey.
She texted me earlier and was like, what time's the podcast? I need something to get my mind off this. I'm like, hey, at least that makes me for something. It doesn't make me feel good that you're losing your grandpa. That makes me feel really sad, but to give you a little relief or a little distraction.
At least we can be here to take your mind off of it.
I'm here for it. On that note, dude, I cruised through this first beer so fast.
You've been drinking.
I was so thirsty.
You've been drinking all day, bro. So it makes it really easy right now.
Once I get to slow pitch, I have to slow down a little bit because these dudes are just hitting lasers at me at third base all game. This guy hit one down the line and literally knocked my glove off.
Jesus Christ!
Those bats are hotter than shit over there. I know you old men are not swinging.
Yeah, there's no way. Those things are live.
Life of a slow pitch softball player, man.
Right.
I don't know why I'm stupid enough to keep doing it.
Yeah, it happens. So speaking of masks, dude, everybody in the Midwest is losing their goddamn minds about having to wear these things all the time now. Come on. Nobody's encroaching.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. Nobody's encroaching on your freedoms. They just want you to be healthy and safe and that we can stop this. Places like where I'm at, the Northeast, we've been wearing fucking masks basically since the start of this thing. and nobody up here is really complaining about that much. We kind of just, got with the program and are doing our part to stop the spread. Europe and the rest of the world kind of got with the program too. So I don't know what the rest of you guys are doing in the country, but pull your head out of your ass.
My body, my choice, Ben.
Apparently, I'm saying. Look, all I'm saying is
anti-abortion, but my body, my choice.
Dude, all I'm saying is the next time you go in for surgery, I'm going to tell your surgical team to go ahead and not wear a mask and just sneeze and cough right into your open corpse, because that's what you're going to be after they get done. Wear your damn masks.
That's dark.
Well, wear your damn masks, and we won't have to worry about it.
I know. You don't hear shit out of me from it. I mean, wear your fucking mask. I don't want the government telling me I have to wear a mask. But
it's not even the federal government, just your state government.
And at the same time, if you just wear a mask in the first place, they're not gonna have to put a law in place for you to wear your mask.
Exactly. Wear your mask or stay home. Come on. Yeah. Not hard. If you want to leave, put a fucking mask on. It's not difficult.
Yeah. Not too hard.
Not difficult. We'll get through this. But apparently everybody wants to be dumb, and now coronavirus is coming back with a vengeance. So,
dude, I've been like I said, I've been out all day, but I was watching a little bit of the coronavirus outbreak, and I'm gonna butcher these numbers, but it was like a 40% increase.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like Florida or something like that.
Florida itself right now has more cases than all of Europe combined.
Well, and then my next question. Oh, okay, so that is 40% was probably because then my next question, I'm like, okay, well, 40% of what? Like of like all the people in the population? Like, what are we talking? 40% of
40% uptick since the last time they fucking measured it.
Florida has more confirmed cases than Europe right now.
Mm-hmm. Than Europe had at the height of Europe having COVID. I'm pretty sure is the one thing I saw.
Wow,
it's crazy.
COVID in Florida.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're gone batshit. Arizona, the mayor of Phoenix just said that they opened Arizona too soon. So, everybody's freaking out.
When this all started, my number was 100,000. I thought it'd kill 100,000, and a lot of people told me I was crazy for guessing that high. I'm like, I think we're gonna have 100,000.
We're definitely gonna hit that.
U.S. COVID deaths near 130, so we're just south of 130 right now.
There we go.
So, but I mean, did you see all those videos of people spring breaking in Florida and shit?
Nobody gave a fuck. They were like, I don't care.
When even I was like, okay, I'm staying inside. Like, I'm not gonna go anywhere. Everything's closed anyway, so just stay inside. Yeah. And those spring breakers were just like,
we don't give a damn.
Fuck them.
Yeah, basically. And then they went home and infected their grandparents, and now their grandparents are dying, and they're wondering why.
That's what I said from the very start.
So
we could have nipped this shit in the bud and ran away.
But we all wanted to do our own thing, and here we are.
I tried to be responsible. I stayed inside for a long time. I didn't leave. I didn't even work. And work I didn't get paid to not work either. Like, I wasn't a part of like any like PPP plan or whatever. Yeah. I just had to make the choice to sit at home and not work. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like that's the best choice right now. Yep. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't like to not make money, but at the end of the day, I also kind of like to live. So,
yep, I said the same thing, but my job never shut down and we just kept going to work. So, all I did was go to work and come home. Couldn't do anything else. Couldn't do anything else anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. You opened the beaches and the bars where you're at, Reuter, and you open up way too soon. Yeah, I bet. Shit's going crazy. Shit.
The good thing about Nebraska, though, is the cases have been pretty low. So,
yeah. Nowadays,
I feel better that we slowed it down. If we hit another spike, then that's going to be a different story. But
yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Did you hear that fucking idiot Donald Trump today?
Oh, no.
What did he? I caught a glimpse of it on that same. He said like 99% of coronavirus cases have been, what was the word he used? Have been very minimal or, hold on. Let me find the exact verbiage. Again, I've been out all day. I apologize, guys.
I don't know. I didn't look up anything today either.
I want to get you guys the truth. Corona. Harmless is the word he used. Trump claimed that 99% of COVID-19 cases have been quote unquote harmless. And that's from CNN. So, but that's very, I heard him say it on the press conference. I just couldn't remember Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Speaking of presidents and elections and things, you see Kanye announced he's running for president this year.
A guy I played golf with today, I had no idea that last year he legitimately voted for Kanye.
Oh my
he wrote
God.
he wrote in Kanye and he wrote in Chance the Rapper for VP.
Jesus.
I'm like, wait a minute. Chance the Rapper, you might have an idea there. Like,
Yeah.
that dude's worked in a lot of Chicago politics and like with the mayor and stuff.
Yeah. Last,
Like,
I saw something
might be onto something.
before we started this up. Trump's approval rating is plummeting, and he's falling behind in the polls to Biden, which is good news because that now opens it up to a third party candidate to try and get more votes. Please.
We need you. I don't know who you are. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if it's the dark horse third candidate. I don't know who it is, but somebody step up to the plate and fucking start steering this ship in the right direction.
Right. I don't know.
I was also talking to that same guy today. Like, another 4 years of Trump makes me very nervous. Although okay. Don't come at me, anybody on the chat or whatever. I think Trump is a better option over Joe Biden. I think that, but I still remain the same in the sense that I am not voting for either of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because it's like choosing which dog shit you do or don't want to eat. Like, oh, that dog shit over there looks a little better than this dog shit over here. So like, if I have to eat dog shit, I'll take this one.
Yeah, let's not vote lesser two evils again.
No, I did it last time, dude.
Same.
Yeah. Did it last time, and I'm kicking myself every day for it. But
yes,
you know what? Not again. Not gonna do it again. Not going back there.
No, we're not going down that fucking path again.
So did you light off any fireworks, or what did you guys?
No, I didn't do anything. Wifey worked, and I was chilling at the house. I heard some fireworks out here. I don't even know who was lighting them off. I feel like it was off base because I'm pretty sure we can't light. Yeah, we can't light fireworks on base. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I didn't really do anything. I just streamed a little bit and called it good.
What'd you stream?
Actually, no, I streamed a little bit. What did I stream? Was it yesterday? I did some. Oh, frick, what did I stream? I don't even remember what I streamed yesterday. What was it, Chad? Was it Call of Duty? I streamed Call of Duty for a little while, and then something else. Maybe some. Was it Apex? I don't remember. Streamed a little bit. Actually, I went over to some people's house yesterday for a little bit and drank some drinks, ate some food, played a little bit of darts, played some pool, and called it a day.
It's not a bad day at all.
No, it was not too bad.
Not a
Spaceman, you're right. Saw a meme where it was a scene from Mean Girls, but was solely Biden. He was in a yellow car and said, "Get in, losers." We're oh yeah, I didn't see that.
I saw that one also. Classic.
Yeah, that was funny.
Oh,
that was today, Spaceman. We did COD and Apex today. I don't remember what I did yesterday. Oh, yesterday I did Star Wars for a little while, and then I went in, and then I did something else. Yeah, I did Star Wars for a little bit. I hate that game now. That game sucks.
That was nice of Spaceman to send Lacey his condolences.
Yeah, that was really good.
It's nice of you, Spaceman.
Nice. I'm in today's stream. No. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, we were talking about yesterday. For the actual 4th of July. Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight?
I just did leftover IPAs that have been in the fridge for a little bit.
It's not what I wanted to hear. Put down that first IPA, and then I switched over to a bourbon.
Yeah, I don't have any hard liquor in the house.
Now I'm drinking a nice cold Sequence Lime Ale.
Oh, there you go.
Shout out to Andy Peterson, Boston Beer.
Very good. All right, what else has been popping?
Oh, dude, there's been so much shit. Fucking. Yeah, I know exactly what you just thought of because I just thought of it also. I think I know what you thought of.
We'll see. Lacey, what you get? I'm gonna watch this not live. I'm on my hotspot as well, and it's glitching out. Keep it up though, y'all. Nothing but love. All right, love you too, Lacey. Have a good one.
Love you.
We should get the YouTube up soon.
Yeah. We're
working on it. We're getting there slowly but surely. We're busy people.
I was trying to post a video to the Instagram from my iPad, and for whatever reason, it wasn't like dragging and dropping. So I think I'm just gonna have to do it from my computer, from my laptop.
Interesting.
Videos are weird on iPads. They don't like to load a lot of times.
I don't like doing shit on that. But no, I was thinking. So they confirmed. So this whole thing. We'll continue it from Wednesday. So Vanessa Guillen. Whew.
Oh, you're going on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on this.
I've got another one that I just thought of also,
Okay,
but this is a good one too because this is one that I wanted to talk about. Yeah.
I'm gonna go on this tangent for a little while. So they found her remains, confirmed it was hers. God, turns out that the guy Robinson, fucking somehow she ended up with him in the armory, like kind of like at an hour that that nobody should have been in. The thing should have been locked up and nobody should have been in there. And she was again like refusing his advances and was gonna say like I'm taking this to the higher ups, like yada yada yada. And he smacked her in the face with a hammer. Yep, smacked her in the face with a hammer, and then continued to smack her in the face with a hammer.
With a hammer?
Yeah. Yeah. The coroner's office, I think, said that he beat her face so bad with the hammer that they could not pull dental records. And then he got his girlfriend, who is married, so he has a girlfriend that's married to somebody else, come over, and they tried to light the body on fire to get rid of her, but obviously that didn't work. And then instead of doing that, they fucking chopped her up and put her in a bag and then went and dumped that bag somewhere. And I saw a video on Facebook. This guy was asking all the questions. He was asking the right questions. He was like, why was this guy able to go into the armory at that time of night that he went? Where was the guard check? Where was this? Like a whole bunch of things that should have happened when all of that when he murdered her that didn't happen. And the guy was like, where was all of the people that should have been around to like, the checks and balances of like guard duty and everything like that to like not allow this to happen? Like how the fuck did this happen?
It's that same brotherhood shit, dude.
Yeah, yep.
It's that same shit that exists on the police force. It's that same shit.
And then so like either like it was a brotherhood thing, they all knew him, or he was whatever rank he was, and he pulled it on those guys, and they were just like, oh fuck, whatever. And then the other thing that's come out is they're still investigating it, but their preliminary statement that the Army has given is that there was no correlation and no linkage between her murder and the sexual harassment things that she had brought forward. They were like, yeah, not related. Are you kidding me? It's given on good evidence that this dude harassed her all the time, was always like following her. She refused his advances all of the time. He was literally harassing her day in and day out. And you're gonna come out and say that even you're still investigating, but that at present there's no correlation. Like you're fucking kidding yourselves.
Are we looking at the same records?
Like, are you dumb?
Are we looking at the same thing?
So yeah, and then obviously dude shot himself, and his girlfriend's fucking in jail somewhere, and they're not releasing her name because I bet you if they released her name, somebody's gonna go over there and fucking kill that bitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a whole fucking mishandling. The Army's really, again, I said this Wednesday as well, like the Army's really fucked themselves on this one hard. Like there's no way you come out like this happens, this horrific and horrible tragedy happens, and you bungle the handling of it for 2 months. And then you just come out and just talk straight out of your ass. Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I don't see how on earth they come out of this. Like, the other thing I saw is the Army was just gonna mark her off as AWOL and not worry about it. The only thing that got them to investigate it was the immense outcry on social media. Like, what kind of society are we living in where the Army itself is just going to write off one of their soldiers as AWOL and not do anything about it until social media gets so loud and so riled up that they're like, oh fuck, I guess we better look into it. Like, are you kidding me?
Well, now that we got everybody's attention, I guess we'll just investigate this murder.
Yeah, like, oh, she's been missing for 2 months, and everybody's really pissed off about it. I guess we should do something. Like, what? How do you just let one of your soldiers just fucking disappear like that? There's no way. I cannot, for the life of me, understand like how like her freaking company commander, like that whole leadership from the top down needs to be just fucking.
It's the same thing, dude. This dude's gonna cover for that dude, and this person's gonna cover for that person, and blah blah blah. So that it was the price to be paid to be a girl.
In the middle. Yo, Brendan, I swear to God, is that true? I swear to God, she better not have actually said that. Are you kidding me? She should
be absolutely.
She needs to be removed from her position.
Fired and removed.
There's no way the price to be paid to be a girl in the middle. This is the other thing.
Give you guys that are listening a clarity, Brendan, one of our followers, just said, but Lieutenant Colonel Betsy Scholler said that it was the price to be paid to be a girl in the military.
I swear on God's grace.
I wonder what sort of context that was said in. If she was saying it to
look it up. Fuck me in the ass. There's no way.
Lieutenant Colonel.
This is the other thing, and this happens in a lot of the branches. Is like when a new she works at some college as a lecturer, she needs to pull her head out of her ass. Is what she needs to do. This happens in a lot of the branches, and I hate that this happens. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to fucking change that whenever I get into some position as I move forward with my career in that field, in that realm. But when they say it a lot, and they said it in the Air Force because I've heard it said there, and I guess they say it in the Army and other branches too. When new females come in fresh out of boot camp to their first unit, a lot of the times what they say to them is, "You will be harassed. Just ignore it." What? How are you gonna look somebody in the face and be like, "Oh yeah, sexual harassment's like it's gonna happen. Just ignore it." And then on the flip side of that, look at the men and the males of the same area and be like, and then like tell them like, "Hey, don't mess with any of the girls on base. They're all sluts." How are you gonna in the same breath tell females you'll be harassed, just get over it, and in the same breath be like, "Oh, also all of those girls that we are telling to get over the harassment, they're all sluts"? How are you gonna slut shame them in the same breath? Like what? What we should be telling young females when they get to their first unit, fresh out of boot camp, is if you are sexually harassed or assaulted or anything that your male colleagues and coworkers and fellow service members say or do to you, and you don't feel comfortable with that, fucking report it and we'll do something about it. Not ignore it. And then in the same breath, you need to tell all of the males that this is your sister. Basically, like, this is your sister in the service. Would you fuck your sister? Because I wouldn't fuck my sister.
No, you probably shouldn't.
You're not. You don't go around. Just stop. Just no. How fucking hard is it?
I got the article pulled up, and I did a quick skim to make sure that I'm getting this in the right context, to make sure she wasn't saying she wasn't being sarcastic when she said this.
Yeah. Like if she wasn't speaking to people and being like, "This is what you're told."
Being like, "Hey, this is just what happens to women," saying there needs to be a change. But I don't, from what I've gathered so far, her quote said, "You guys are kidding me, right? ? Sexual harassment is the price of admission for women into the good old boy club. If you're gonna cry like a snowflake about it, you're gonna pay the price."
She's part of the problem. She's part of the problem at the top.
And again, when I first read that statement, I was really like, okay, I really hope she's trying to be sarcastic to petition or to try to spark actual change. And she's just saying yeah, this shouldn't happen. But UWM, University of Milwaukee, released a statement, made a comment via her personal page that are beyond thoughtless. They are repugnant and terribly at odds with UWM's values. UWM in no way condones Ms. Scholler's comments, and we understand and empathize with the outrage we're hearing. There can be no excuse for rationalization for the killing of Guillen. It's proud to be the largest educator of veterans. There are legal reasons why UWM cannot fire Ms. Scholler for her social media postings, as some have demanded.
What?
The rights granted by the First Amendment are absolute.
Yeah, they're absolute.
You cannot regulate the private speech of its employees. Yikes.
I'm gonna disagree with that. There's no way. You're entitled to free speech, but sometimes
the policies need to get changed.
Sometimes
ASAP.
Your free speech comes with consequences, and the consequences of her talking out of her ass like that should be she loses her job.
Well, and you're hurting the brand of your university because now who the fuck as a woman,
as a woman, as a woman veteran, as a regular ass veteran, with any sense, why would you take your GI Bill and go use it at that university if you've got people there like that can
it's fucking
say
despicable, dude.
Horrendous shit like that and get away with it because it's on their private Facebook? I've seen people at other universities say shit like that or worse on their private Facebooks, and the university fires them.
Yeah, because you can't say dumb shit like that about a fucking woman who was slain and murdered by a hammer. And then was attempted to be lit on fire as a corpse.
Like mutilated, murdered. I bet you after he knocked her out, he probably raped her again because he's a sick fuck. And then fucking chopped her up, bagged her, and
dude, we gotta stop.
I'm getting heated on this.
I know, I can't. It's hard to think about.
Moving on, though. I'm gonna talk about this.
I
want to talk about it, and I want people to realize that shit like this can't fly at all, ever. But
again, it's like I've said twice now. It goes back to that same fucking brotherhood code of honor bullshit. Like, you can't be afraid. Like,
people are too afraid to speak up about things.
You can't just go with the flow and let it lead to fucking some girl getting her face bashed in with a goddamn hammer, dude. Like,
and people with
where do we lose this common sense?
People with power don't. This will never happen, but I wish people with power would be more responsible instead of going on power trips and using it to pull rank on people so nobody says anything.
Well, and go back and hold those people accountable. Every single person that was in contact that had the potential or opportunity to stop that by doing their job or doing what was right. I'm not saying you go back and reprimand them and charge them all with murder or whatever, but you got to start sending a message to people that this is not going to fly. This whole bullshit of just because somebody's a higher rank than you, that you're going to let them break the rules because otherwise you'll get reprimanded. No, dude, fuck that. The rules are in place for a reason. The rules are in place to make sure a girl doesn't get murdered. Who's serving her country.
Yep. She didn't sign up.
Who's getting sexually harassed.
She didn't sign up for
who has made complaints over and over and over again.
She actually didn't make any complaint. I think she maybe brought it up one time, but she didn't want to keep pushing it because she was afraid of the backlash that would come and she'd get blacklisted or blackballed. So, because she had talked to her mom about it, and she was like, I want to say and report it, but he's a higher rank than me, and I don't want to, like, basically cause problems. But there's the fundamental issue.
That's the root. That's the root of it. You cannot create that situation for people.
Yeah,
you cannot make people feel unsafe to speak out about people who are breaking the law against them. Yep. And not only breaking the law, but in a sexual, very personal, like, scarring. You can fuck with somebody's psyche for the rest of their life.
Right.
You can damage that person forever. And that's a girl who signed up to protect her country, who would have been willing to lay her, like, what are we doing?
Not the right thing.
We should hold these people to the highest value of life as possible because they've already made a sacrifice to come fight for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yep.
And we're going to just shuffle these people off to the side because they're not as high as a ranking officer or whatever. Dude, fuck that, dude. Fuck that.
I get it, Spaceman. We're going to wrap this little segment up and move on because we're both going to get uncomfortable.
Yeah,
we're not uncomfortable, but it's just...
We're not going to talk about the details of it anymore because I'm the same way, man. I can't... I want to make sure it gets out there and that we use this tiny little platform to make sure, we honor people that we can, like her, because...
Eventually, at some point, affect some sort of change. Maybe. We'll see.
I hope so.
Oh, fuck. All right. What do you got?
I hope so.
You had something that you wanted to talk about before I went on that whole tangent of...
It's what I texted you earlier this week. And apparently Epstein's girlfriend is still alive.
Yeah, Epstein's
over-under
is still
growing
alive.
Every day, baby. It's just a matter of time.
They're biding their time. They want to. They know what happened on the internet community when when Epstein was murdered very shortly after he was incarcerated. So they're gonna give it some
They're like,
time.
we're gonna give this one a couple weeks.
We're gonna give this one some time.
We'll give this one a couple weeks.
We can't have her murdered immediately after she gets picked up, because that would look wildly suspicious.
Over under before she's dead, though. For real. What do you think?
Plus or minus another week, probably.
See, I said a month right out of the gates. I said they're gonna give it more than a month.
Yeah,
they're gonna give it a month.
Yeah, I could see that. What is she? What was
And then,
it, like,
like
earlier this week, right? Like Wednesday or Thursday?
Yeah, they'll wait for like COVID to flare. Yeah, it was Thursday. They'll wait for like COVID to flare up again, and then like slide it on in there.
Yeah, she's either gonna get COVID or she's gonna like fucking fall down or somewhere or something and have an unfortunate accident.
The cameras will shut off. The guards will go to sleep.
Yeah, something like that.
She'll be gone.
Yep. Yep, she's good. I saw it. Yeah, you said that, and I was like, yeah, she's a goner. There's no way. There's no way she survives to trial.
Let's see where she's at right now. Let's see what the latest.
Going to happen.
Epstein's girlfriend.
Didn't she have a picture with Elon Musk?
Oh, did she? Did I see
want to say
that
it looked like it was him, but maybe not.
Did I see that Elon Musk came out and
they've confirmed she's had COVID already? Ed Nuts?
Oh, man. Weird.
There it is. And she doesn't have a mugshot.
Boom, baby.
Boom,
oh, man. It'll be a real shame if COVID kills her.
She's dead in 2 weeks. If she's got COVID, she's dead in 2 weeks. No way. What's going on, Ed Nuts? How you doing this evening? Doesn't even have a mugshot.
Well, Ed Nuts is the one that she sent that to me right before I even realized it.
No way.
I think she said, like, how long until Epstein's girlfriend is July 11th?
You're calling it July 11th? She's going to die July 11th?
A week.
Put money on it? Put a week?
Inside of a week.
Yeah, 6 days inside of a week.
Inside of a week. We're now creating a space, which is like a little black market underground betting system. Place your bets, folks.
We'll start a pool. I'll get a whiteboard, and I've
got a whiteboard right here.
We'll make it.
I've got a whiteboard.
We'll name it. We'll name it like they did in Deadpool the movie. It'll be the Deadpool, and every celebrity that's on that, arrested or otherwise, we'll start putting money on when they.
She's charged with conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. Enticing a minor to travel to engage in an illegal. Okay, that's the same thing. Oh, well.
Multiple counts of that.
Yeah. A few. Transport minors with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity.
She's sex trafficking.
Transporting a minor with intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. So I don't know if you guys can hear the common theme that's going on here.
She's getting slapped.
She was working with a lot of minors that were doing a lot of. I shouldn't make it a joke.
She's getting charged.
I'm not trying to say that this is
with
funny.
Sex trafficking and every subset underneath that they can charge her with.
Did you know that motherfucker's plane? I talked about this on the other podcast that I have. That motherfucker's plane was called the Lolita Express. Do you know what the definition of Lolita is?
I do not. Enlighten me and those in the chat that do not know what Lolita means.
Let me pull up the specific definition of what Lolita means, because it will blow your mind. A sexually precocious young girl.
Come on.
His motherfucking jet was named the Lolita Express, which translates to a sexually precocious young girl.
If he couldn't have put it up there any bolder if he had rented a billboard and a neon sign.
He might as well have been handing out flyers in parking lots.
He should have. Yeah, he might have been. He should have been doing. He was basically doing what they do in Vegas when you go there. You got guys on the strip handing out flyers to strip clubs. Like, that's what he was doing.
Dude,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Ed Nuts just sent me something from the BBC News. Moved into intensive care as coronavirus symptoms worsen.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead 2 weeks tops. 2 weeks tops, dude. What they've done is
they're just murdering people out here.
They put her. I don't even. Is she in jail or is she just fucking like at a hospital under guard? Because I bet you with her and how high profile she's in an ICU in a hospital somewhere under guard, and her symptoms are worsening. And what the elitists that are worried about this have said is, don't fucking treat her.
Yeah, you better keep her off.
They said go in there and make it look like you're doing something, but nah, just let her die.
Put her in a dark room with no vitamin D, and you just give her a bunch of Coca-Cola every day, like no food,
Coca-Cola and force feed her ibuprofen.
Yeah, and then let's throw some pork rinds and throw a bottle of tequila at her every now and then, and she'll be gone before no time.
Tell the guards that they can take a nap whenever the fuck they want.
Very loose napping restrictions here.
Yep,
and that camera's been on the fritz for the last week, so just sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. You know.
Damn
thing's been on the fritz.
Homies, what should I say? Ooh.
I don't know, dude. You're putting us on the spot.
Yeah, you put us on the spot like that.
What do you think, Spaceman? I mean, we just kind of spit the truth.
We kind of just talk about shit that's happening and like giving our takes on it, basically. And
we drink a couple beers and we talk some shit about what the fuck is going on out there.
About what in the world is going on?
About what in the world? Yeah, that's
the BBC article is written for July 11th and it's the 5th. Oh God, they're already gonna put it out there on the
Ednuts. Are you sending me some...
Ednut's a fucking time traveler over here bringing articles back from a week in advance. I don't know if I want to bet against you now.
Where'd you get that?
Also, I didn't miss
that. That could be edited,
about it yet.
By the way.
Brendan, thanks for following.
Yeah, where did Brendan go?
He's just chilling.
Is he still following us?
No, he followed. Yeah, he dropped the follow.
Is he still watching?
That I can't tell.
I can't see viewers.
It doesn't. I mean, if it tells me viewers, it just tells me the amount of viewers. It doesn't tell me exactly who, because there'll be people that tune in that don't have Twitch accounts. That just
gotcha.
Because you have to have an account in order to type in the chat. So
I put it on my Snap that we were going live. So
could be yes. Yeah, dude. There's
fingers crossed.
Earliest fingers next crossed. Week. I'm calling latest 2 weeks from now that chick is donezo. She's dead. Complete organ failure due to COVID.
That's good. If you're down to talk about stuff with an interactive chat, follow this podcast. That works.
Like that'll work, Spaceman. Appreciate you out here doing the Lord's work and promoting the podcast.
Do appreciate that. Oh boy, I'm not out of my second beer.
I'm trying to. Well, I want to keep it easy on the beers tonight because I gotta work, but.
My hips have never hurt so bad in all of my adult life.
I bet, dude, swinging bats and clubs today.
When people tell you like you start to get older and your hips start to hurt,
yeah,
I never really understood that.
That's how my back is, dude. My lower back, the small of my back, right above my ass, constantly in some form of pain.
I got a ground ball hits me today, and I fucking booted that thing. I misplayed it.
Oh no.
And the very next batter hit another one to me, and I fielded that thing so clean, and I threw that motherfucker as hard as I could to first base because I was so pissed at myself from the play before. And I got in the dugout and I'm like, ow, that I'm sore. I'm very sore. I should not have done that.
I stretch your hip flexors out.
Dude, I'm old. 31 it's rough.
Pod ideas, Simpsons predictions and accuracy. Oh God, that's a rabbit hole.
Ooh, that's a good topic.
Good rabbit hole though.
Okay.
Shit, Edna said try giving birth. You're right. We have no room to talk. Sorry.
Yeah, very true.
Sorry.
Very, very true. Yeah. My hips will never experience that.
I don't want to experience that. Did you see Chaz/Chop is done?
Yeah, no, that happened last time on our last podcast.
Was it done then?
I saw the article breaking as we were on. That was like they were clearing everybody out.
That was earlier today, I think.
Okay, but
they went in and like more regular than normal because apparently there's been hella crime up in there and there's like murderers at large.
Listen, Ednut sent me this shit.
That was guttural.
Earlier about it was Lacey on Facebook. Have you seen that, like, Barron Trump? It connects to time travel. Because The Simpsons and their
That dude is a
predictions
time traveler,
are a little weird.
Matt
I mean,
Groening, the creator of The Simpsons and Futurama, is a time traveler, confirmed 100%. There's no way he's not.
it's pretty. I mean, again, I'm not going to say 100%.
No, I'm going to say 100%.
But at the end of the day, it gets me thinking, like, what do they know that I don't know? Because this is weird. But so we'll go back down like a conspiracy, little conspiracy rabbit hole here. If time travelers were a thing, right? We wouldn't know time travelers were a thing because they'd be in the future.
Yeah.
And they would be potentially marketing time traveling because,
I mean,
but then you enter like the whole space-time continuum. It's like, how does that exactly work?
Yeah,
like,
so if you follow everything that's in popular, pop culture, like if they're time travelers, they can't really tell anybody they're a time traveler because it'll ruin the space-time continuum.
Have you ever, dude? That's what I'm saying. It's almost like you're in a Truman Show, but you're not in a Truman Show.
Right.
But you're in anyway. Have you ever read that shit on Barron Trump?
I want to say like it sounds vaguely familiar, but go ahead and remind me and those out there that don't know.
So, on the official Office of Congress Library website, there's a book that was written in 1893 that was called Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey.
Yeah, I do remember
Dude,
this.
I'm about to take y'all down a rabbit hole that made... And I feel like I'm a pretty, like...
Dude, this is wild. I have heard this before.
A pretty logical person. I understand false and I understand truths, and like end of the day, I can come up with some pretty good, ideas about what's going on. Book's about a boy named Barron Trump who found a secret portal and time traveled. But that's not the crazy part.
See this.
Barron Trump is the name of Donald Trump's son. And then they show a picture of the two right next to each other, and there's like some resemblance. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's pretty washed out.
Anyway, yeah, it's like an old. It's a
I've seen it. Yeah, dude, it's like buckle
that part
up,
doesn't
Chad.
intrigue me that much. In the book, Trump had a mentor he looked up to, and he was named, guess what? Don. The shit gets even better. All the shit in this book takes place in Russia. Melania Trump is from Slovenia. 1900, 4 years later, the same author writes a sequel to the book called The Last President.
Whoa.
When it gets real. The book is about a very wealthy man who lived in New York on Fifth Avenue who ran for president, but wasn't expected to win. And guess what? Trump's Tower is located on Fifth Avenue. In the book, when he won, it surprised everybody, and people started rioting and protesting after his inauguration, and he started signing executive orders. But remember, this book was written 124 years ago. After his inauguration, he started picking people for his cabinet, and guess who was one of the people? LaFay Pence for Secretary of Agriculture. Pence.
Jesus Christ. He's changing just the little details here and there.
This is when this started getting to me a little bit. In 1943, one of the most famous inventors named Nikola Tesla. This is where I really, because I've heard of this Tesla shit before I ever read any of this shit. Nikola Tesla died from a blood clot. Before his death, he claimed to have built a time machine and used it to travel back and forth in the future. After he died, the United States government took all of his inventions and notes, and the name of the office that seized all of his work was the Office of Alien Property. After they looked through it, they passed it to the FBI. Office of Alien Property Custodian was an office within the government of the United States during World War I and again during the World War II, serving as a custodian of enemy property to property that belonged to U.S. enemies. That's a confirmed fact. I've looked that up for myself.
Yeah.
So that was an official government agency that took Nikola Tesla's basically
all of his life's work. Yeah.
Creations. That, because I thought for sure, like, okay, that's where this thing's going to get held up. Like, this is bullshit. But that was a real government institution. After they gave up on trying to figure his inventions out, they hired an outside engineer who could understand the work of Nikola Tesla. And guess who he was? John G. Trump.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
John Trump is Donald Trump's grandfather, but after studying the time machine notes and inventions of Nikola Tesla, he told the government he didn't find anything. And he could have lied and kept the inventions to himself and kept it out of the hands of the government. Fun fact, Donald Trump. I kind of like that, actually, Donald Trump. Donald Trump's mama's name is Mary. Okay, that's, whatever. I'm not buying a lot of that. Donald Trump was born on the night of the lunar eclipse. I guess that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
His dad's middle name was Christ, and his mom's first name was Mary. That's a little bit weird. Anyway, not that. Is Donald Trump a time traveler? Oh, yeah. So basically the rest of it just goes into saying that the world's going to end soon.
Yeah.
And they list these cards from what kind of a game was this? I forget what game this was. One is the tape runs out. One is the center of disease control. Yeah, I don't know.
It's really weird. It's too many coincidences in the world, man. Yeah, my puppy, he's laid down at the couch in the background.
Anyway.
I got one of my cats up in the cat tree. We got Spaceman said Stephen Hawking once hosted a time travel party and is... What's up, Mr. Goku? How you doing, bud? Time traveler is probably pretty fucking stupid or smart. The purpose was to host a party for time travelers. I do remember hearing about this at one point, Spaceman. No one came, thus proving non-existence of time travelers. To me, he's fucking stupid because if they went to the party, they would expose their identity to Stephen Hawking, or no one actually showed up. But now I talk about some might have showed up, but Mr. Hawking didn't talk about it. I mean, if they did, he was probably smart to not talk about it. I feel like he was smart enough to be like, that might fuck with some stuff.
Well, you would give up the whole ghost. That's, again, it's like a double-edged sword. You would give up the whole time traveling, but then how does that exist?
Yeah, it's
and then
weird.
We never get to perpetuate within.
It's weird.
The time travel. I don't know.
Yeah, it is super weird, Mr. Good. Glad to hear you're doing okay, dude. How was your 4th? Yeah, that's strange. So yeah, we could definitely go down a rabbit hole at some point on, freaking The Simpsons and their predictions and things that have come true that are super weird. Yeah, it's too much of a coincidence, I think, the amount of times the Simpsons have predicted things and they've come to pass either soon or years down the road. It's kind of weird.
Weird times.
For sure.
I still feel like we're living in a simulation.
There's something, dude. Something's happening.
One way or another.
Something's weird. Something is weird.
Should be glitching out sometimes. They need some new patches. All these fireworks over 4th of July. Throwing everything wonky.
Oh, God. Here we go. 6 days ago, new China pig flu strain has pandemic potential. Here we go.
Let's go. New pandemic.
Let's get it. Oh,
I'm not a believer in the doomsday clock, but because I think that's all a little horseshit.
Yeah,
but
it changes.
The doomsday clock has us ticking towards the end.
Yeah. Who knows? Nobody really knows when it's going to come to an end.
Just read your horoscope and look at the doomsday clock, and you'll be fine. Astrology is a topic we haven't gotten into in a while.
True. I don't know. I'd have to go into that a whole bunch more.
It's all a bunch of shit at the end of the day.
Yeah, true. We're all just rats in a maze. Rats in a maze. Oh, this man's losing stuff.
My Juul.
Trying to just scroll through the news feed.
Telling you, I don't want to keep talking about how old I am, but I feel old as fuck. I feel like I've never felt as old as I am right now. Just keep drinking bourbon.
Blah blah blah.
Did chat make it out with all their amenities?
Yeah, you guys doing good.
Nobody lost any fingers.
Fingers and toes, and nobody got smacked in the face.
By the way, Stephen Hawking is fucking stupid for trying to show for Biden knowledge on Insta. Fuck, there's another rabbit hole. Spaceman, I think that Stephen Hawking is pretty fucking stupid for throwing a party for time travelers. Because, again, they would completely counteract the entire space-time movement. It would fuck it up for everybody. Is Stephen Hawking alive?
No, he died a little while ago.
I was gonna say he's not still alive.
It's been a couple years, dude. This whole forbidden knowledge thing is gonna be a rabbit hole to go down. I'm like scrolling through it right now. Space.
Oh no!
This is a whole thing. We're gonna have to plan out a day.
Hit me with like a short synopsis. What's going on out there?
What the heck? I don't know. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole. That's a rabbit hole and a half.
Is it like some Clinton type shit?
No, it's just like random like things around the world. So.
Oh.
Stephen Hawking is still alive? No, Stephen Hawking's dead, bro. Stephen Hawking died like 2 years ago, something like that. I don't even know what your medical. Sorry, don't bring that stuff into this stream, Spaceman. That's my other stream. That's my other stream stuff. Oh, jeez.
Let's see. Oh, Billy Carson.
I'm trying to like just scroll through the. This episode's going wildly off the wing here. I have an even bigger rabbit hole. Had that video not been taken down by YouTube, but that's the one you wanted me to watch after. Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to watch it before they removed it. Yeah, that's a super big rabbit hole. Yeah. I was literally gonna go watch it, and then you said that they took it down, that sucks. That sucks.
I think I kind of get the gist of what this. It's all talking about how it's all a conspiracy, like.
I'm reading a book called "The Culling of Man: Ride of the New World Order." Strictly research purposes. Okay, that's just gotta eat my milk and cookies. LOL. That's all we need to. That's all we need to do. Mr. Milk and really, I just need to chill and eat milk and cookies until everything goes back to normal.
We should all just
whatever the hell
like each other.
Right.
Just be good to people. I'm not gonna get another be good to people rant, but end of the day. I was golfing with a guy who was talking about Marxism and creating chaos, and I'm like, nah, dude, that's not it, bro. Like, you're entitled to be a Marxist if you want to, but I think you're kind of missing the boat here.
Yeah, you're missing the whole thing.
His idea, though, is that you have to create chaos at the bottom to topple over the top. I'm like, well, yeah, I know, but let's not topple over the top. Let's just reform the top. Let's send the right people in there that we've corrupted so bad.
Yeah, because you'll see what happened with that whole Marxist ideology in Europe is they toppled the top with all of their with everything that their revolutions and stuff like that, and then they put new people in, and the same thing happened just under a new regime, basically. Like it was more of the same, just under a different veil. I did see Spaceman's comment. Go ahead, Spaceman. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Type it out real fast.
Sound off. And I would like to not glance over Mr. Goku's comment of be good people and eat good food, because I feel like I should get a tattoo of that on my body somewhere. Be good to people. Be good and eat good.
Yeah,
be good and eat good.
It's really all you need in life.
Amen.
Just be good to people and eat good food and live your life.
Be good plus be good to people equals happy life.
Right. Yep. Type out a little quick synopsis over at Spaceman, and I bet you Alex and I can
I'll break it down.
Break it down. Go into into our thoughts on that.
I have even bigger rabbit hole.
Yeah, someone who's talking about
George Floyd
warning huge
mindfuck. Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Let's go.
He sent me a video on Discord, and I didn't get a chance to watch it before YouTube took it down. But it was like a 2-hour long video on YouTube about George Floyd's murder and how it was like connected to like the Masons.
YouTube did take it down?
Yeah, they took it down. I got like 1 million. What do you say? Hit 1 million views and they took it down. Ed Nuts, you make good food? Send me some. Cold pack that and send it to me. I like good food.
Take some tacos, eat barbacoa.
Vacuum seal that and send it up here. But yeah. Type it up, Spaceman. We'll see what we got to say about it.
Dude,
I didn't get too much of a chance in the end of the week to listen to more of Joe Rogan's podcast, but that man started like putting out like 2 or 3 a week, and they're all like 3 hours long, and I'm like, oh god, I'm so far behind because I just listened to them while I'm going to work, and that's like a 20-minute ride, so it's gonna take me forever to catch up.
you gotta keep up, man.
It take me forever to catch up.
You just got to keep up.
Gonna take me forever to catch up.
I ordered food a while back that's just sitting downstairs waiting for me. I'm like, can't wait. Can't wait to get me some of that food. Spaceman must be typing out a novel right now.
Yeah, he's going ham on the keyboard right now, I bet.
An absolute novel. I really can't believe I didn't burn any of my extremities last night.
Oh,
I had a lot of fireworks.
I saw you did have a lot of fireworks.
We did.
I was gonna say, oh, here we go. He held a message. Oh, Automod held a message. Let me look at it. Okay, I'll allow it. Okay, so the Democrats are. This is what I guess the gist of the video. The Democrats are demon worshippers, and Rona and Floyd were all pawns to enforce martial law. The Democrats are the real villain and have gone against every civil rights movement and Reconstruction. And they're also pedophiles. Got to refresh the stream. Working on slight delay. No worries, Spaceman. That is. That seems far-fetched.
That is quite the statement.
That is quite the.
Our demon worshippers and the Rona and Floyd were all pawns to enforce martial law.
I don't know about that. That seems like a stretch. Like that, somebody took some of that good and really went on a trip.
I see where that comes from. Like, I understand the thought process behind it because I've seen other like conspiracy theories that are in that realm, kind of like talking about what we were talking about before is like Tom Hanks is a chromosome sucker, I don't know, whatever, like monochromatic, I don't know,
the Illuminati and other shit like that.
Yeah, I do believe that there are real movements within both political parties to use movements such as this as partisan issues when they should be bipartisan issues. I see where that is coming from, but martial law was never enforced.
No,
and
we didn't even get to that point, really.
And I feel like if the Democrats won the next election and then all of this happened again and then they enforce martial law,
maybe
you'd start to be able to string together. But so obviously Donald Trump never, and again, I'm not saying I'm a supporter of the guy or whatever. I think he's an idiot. He never enforced martial law. So I think you have, and literally blue states like Minneapolis were letting freaking police precincts burn down.
Yeah.
And blue counties like Seattle were letting Chaz happen and literally taking the adverse issue of enforcing martial law. So I don't see.
I'm not going to buy all that.
I don't see it, man. And I'm not saying you're not right. Again, I just don't see it right now.
Yeah, I don't see it either. And, it could turn out that maybe we're both wrong. But I don't know, dude. That's really getting down into some, like, deep things that are, like, that's really stretching, I think. And that says all the deep state Pizzagate. You'll have to explain to me what Pizzagate is.
What is Pizzagate?
I haven't heard about Pizzagate. The fall of Cabal.
I think Pizzagate, and I think that sounds like a gate I could get behind.
Yeah, like if
there's pizza on the other side of that gate, I fucking love pizza.
Yeah. They go as far to say Donald Trump is trying to help us. So hold on, let me read this other message.
There's a lot of conspiracy stuff out there, man. It's all hard to keep.
I'll allow it. Okay, it says Spaceman also went on to say 150 Black Americans initially stated. Excuse me, that is the beer talking. Initially
Talking quite loudly,
I know, I tried to muffle it my best. Sorry, guys. Stated that the Republican Party and minimum whites started the Republican Party and minimum whites. Say you were conservative, you would want to vote for your own conservative reps. Democrats killed black people and told them, we'll stop killing your people if you vote Democrats, and they did. These things are the way they are. That's the same thing. I don't even remember what what are you talking about, Spaceman?
I can't get behind it, dude. I can't see those words.
Yeah, I can't see, like, that's so, like, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not.
Pizzagate is a what?
Pedophile ring run by the elite. Oh.
Why do they call it Pizzagate?
Probably because you lure kids in, with pizza and candy type situation. Or they were using.
I guess that might make sense. I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
So basically, Jeffrey Epstein's whole thing, he was Pizzagate.
If that motherfucker used pizza to lure kids in,
I don't want to eat pizza
I'm
anymore.
even more mad at him because pizza is delicious.
Right.
If you entice someone with pizza and then do bad things to them, I automatically have more of an issue with you.
Don't do that to me.
How fucking dare you disgrace pizza?
I will basically do anything for pizza, okay? But not that.
Code words they used, apparently.
Huh.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
I don't know. My thing is, if you really start believing that we are even more in the dark and mindless than we already are,
yeah, that's
you fall down some slippery
slopes. Slippery slope into cheese. That's weird.
And you can listen to some flat Earth people talk. Like, I've listened to some flat Earth people talk for like 30 minutes, and at the end of that 30 minutes, I'm like, motherfucker's making some sense. Like, yeah. There's not flat, is it? Like, that's not real, right? And then I hear scientists talk about like the scope of the Earth and like all of the other things that really make sense.
Flat Earthers have also done science things to try and prove the Earth is flat, but actually refuted their entire belief.
Dude, okay, sorry, we're getting off on a tangent here.
What's up, Combo?
What's up, clowns? What's up? You're a clown. Mission failed, but we love you. I'm just kidding. You're not a clown. I'm just talking shit. Anyway, did you hear about that guy that tried to send himself out?
Yeah, when I was living in Kansas City, he built his own rocket and was going to launch
it. He tried to launch himself out so he could take a picture, and his parachute failed, and he ended up dying.
Yeah. I don't know if it was the same guy, but yeah, there's been at least a couple that have tried to build their own rockets and shoot themselves up into the stratosphere to try and prove that the Earth is flat because they think that all of the images put up by NASA and everything are just propaganda and CGI. It's like...
I bought pictures for my mom a few years back that were NASA certified. They had the NASA stamps and everything from like Apollo 18, I think.
Yeah.
And she like cried. I found them on Etsy and bought them for her for Christmas. Mm-hmm. And like, these things aren't CGI, dude. They're fucking pictures from outer space. Like, it's really like you can't.
Like they also want to say they're like, yo, Mars
mission failed. I'm just fucking joking with you.
They also go, you're asking me like, well, Mars is round. I'm like, yeah, well, Mars has been photographed. We're like, yeah, what the fuck do you think happened to the Earth? The same people that photographed Mars photographed the Earth. What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Did I tell you I dated a girl once, and my mom's also obviously a huge NASA fan because I bought her those pictures.
Yeah.
And the first dinner we had, we sit down and my mom starts talking about Apollo 11. And this girl starts talking about how Apollo 11 was all shot in the basement of some dudes in like the 70s. I'm like, Well,
You
this
can-
was good.
we're
This
now-
was fun.
we're never seeing each
At least
other.
we made it about 10 minutes into our first dinner with the family.
We're never.
Yep, deuces.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not going to work out well.
We're not talking to each other ever again. That's wild.
My mom was just like looking at me like, "This is really who you brought to dinner?" I'm like, I fucking didn't
Sorry,
know.
Mom. She didn't.
I didn't know.
She didn't say it. We
thought-
didn't talk about this before.
I thought she was maybe not the like the smartest, but like I didn't think she'd be this fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah, combo. There's a kitty. She's up in the cat tree. You missed my dog. He was sleeping on the couch for a little bit.
Edna, I don't want to say her name
Edna
on the
Simp,
broadcast.
what a bitch.
Edna could probably guess who it was, though.
LMAO.
She could probably guess.
That's funny.
If she types her name, I won't say anything. But
I can go
I
back.
need to go grab another beer real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I can go back and say something about
The one with the thumbs.
the one.
You got a cat with thumbs?
Yeah, the one back here sleeping. She's got
She's got thumbs?
What do they call them? Polydactyls. Yeah, she has. So in her paw, normally they have the claw up here.
Your cat's got opposable thumbs?
Kinda, yeah.
I need to grab a beer. I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Yeah. So she's got thumbs, but she's polydactyl. So what that means is on her little paw. If she wasn't sleeping, I'd bring her over here. I don't want to disturb her though. But where her little claw is on a normal cat's paw, that's back over here. So she's got this claw, another little claw in here, and then the rest of her little toe beans and claws. So yeah, she's got. If you pull open this part on her paw, there's another little the normal, I guess, little claw that's in here. So yeah, she's got thumbs. It looks like she has thumbs. My wife sent me a video one time of her smacking a chapstick around. You can see her little thumbs in the video, and it looks while she's slapping it around that she was gonna grab it, grab the chapstick and pick it up. No, it's true. She has thumbs. You gotta name her Mittens. One of the many John Tucker lovers. Lamo. There's a movie going to be released, don't know when, but it was about martial law and negative term pointed to the government. They said Gray State is less a movie than it is a warning. Just before the release, he and his family were mysteriously murdered. What the heck? I can link the trailer. Yeah, link it, Spaceman. We might watch it at the end of the thing. I've seen a puppy like that, huh? He has 12 toes on his hind legs. Oh, little baby with 12 toes on his hind legs. Oh, that's cute. Dang, I kind of want to see it now. All right, yeah, I'll try and get back to at the end of the podcast to see that, Spaceman. If we don't remember or get distracted, send it again later on. But we'll watch it. That seems interesting. We'll watch it at the end. But yeah, dude. So Spaceman.
What'd I miss?
Not much. We were just talking about cats with thumbs and dogs with thumbs.
That's why your cat isn't an alien. She done grew an opposable thumb.
Exactly.
She adapted to her situation.
Where's my other one? Oh, she's sleeping under here. Damn, I got all the pets back here tonight. I got one cat up there sleeping, and I got my dog and my other cat underneath the desk.
My cats are just downstairs being jerks.
Oh, they're sleeping, dude. My other cat, she
Hanging out on the couch.
slept outside for 8 hours today. Apparently, wifey got home, let her back inside, fed him, and then she wanted to immediately go back outside and sleep in the little kitty cat enclosure tent thing we have in the yard. And she did, dude. All she did was sleep in the tunnel to that thing for
kitty cat enclosure thing.
Yeah, so we weren't letting them outside for letting them free roam for a while. So we just bought it looks like a tent. It's like a little cat tent, but instead of having solid sides, it's all mesh. So it gets airflow and stuff through it. Because they like to be outside.
So sorry, not to change the subject, but Ednut says one of the many John Tuckers.
Yeah, I saw that.
Have I told you that story before? When these girls tried to cancel me on Twitter.
Oh yeah. I think Abby said something about that before. They said you were the John Tucker of Omaha.
Yeah, there's tweets that were sent out about me that claim that I was a John Tucker of Omaha because I'm such a bad fucking person. Yeah, a real bad person.
Yeah, no, but
I was starting to date this girl, and all of a sudden I get these tweets pouring in. It's it was a Sunday where Tiger Woods was in the top 3 and contending for a win, but way back before he won his first Masters and was like back, you know.
God damn, that was forever ago.
Yeah, this has been a long time. And I tweeted out like, Tiger, don't play with my heart like this, boy. And the next Monday morning I get a retweet on that's like, oh, like you play with girls' hearts? I'm like, oh, fuck. What? Who are you? Like, I barely even knew this person.
It's a big old Monka S.
And then all of a sudden these fucking tweets start pouring in about how shitty of a person I am. And like what had happened, moral of the story was there was a girl that, I was friends with benefits with, not the best thing in the world, I know.
Yeah, we've all been there at some point.
Whatever, not a good situation. But I told her up front, not looking for a relationship. She was like not that good of a person. And I started dating another girl.
No, don't worry about it. Just continue your story.
I started dating another girl. And that girl that was friends with benefits got mad because I had told her that I wasn't looking for a relationship.
And
when I started dating somebody else, she was super heated and gained this like coalition of like my ex-girlfriends, Jesus. Like literally like the Sharknado of ex-girlfriends storming after me on Twitter. I'm like, oh my fucking God, like this is horrible. I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
I couldn't find the right emotes. I just chose good old debated.
I weathered the storm though.
Nice.
Weathered the storm, made it through on the other side.
Proud of you.
Kept dating that girl until she wasn't so nice anymore, and then happens like it happens with most of them.
Yeah. Yep. Dude, I was gonna say topic while Alex was away. So Spaceman said that there's a movie that was going to be released. I don't know when, but he said it was about martial law and negative turning point in the government, and said Gray State is less a movie than it is a warning. And just before its release, the producer and the guys, his family were mysteriously murdered. And then he linked the trailer, so I told him we can watch the trailer at the end of the stream.
That's real life?
Yeah, real life. Yep, that's wild. So I think we can watch that at the end of the stream. Another thought I had while I was just chilling here is I think next week we dive into a little bit of... I think we talk about religion next week. What in the world religion?
Oh, you want to do what in the world religion next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think we talk about religion and like our experiences on both sides, because I think I could bring in that possession story. I kind of want to talk about that possession story, but I'm going to save it till the religion podcast.
Well, I've gone from raised in the church to believer to completely double fingers up at God.
Same.
And being like, same. I'm done with you, man. Like, I don't want anything to do with you.
That's a good idea, Spaceman. I'll get a hold of Wolverine Blades and bring him in on that. That'll be a good one. He'll be a good guest on that. We got our first guest next week.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so
we could bring in Mac also.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big.
Mac would be a good co-host on that one as well.
She said, "Damn, I thought religion was this week." I don't know. We were toying about it, but we were toying with it, but yeah. Religion was this week. No, I think we'll do it next week. We'll do a little intro. We'll cover whatever the fuck happened in the week real quick, and then I think we'll get into some religion. We'll bring Wolverine in. When is Islam time? Spaceman, we could bring you in for a little bit too. And get your take on Islam. Damn, it's going to be a loaded podcast from a lot of guests.
I know, I'm going to have to bring my A game next week.
I know, right? Be less tired. We're gonna actually have to start that one a little early too, probably. Like, when we wanted to try and get that one going at like 7:30.
Dude, I know. Softball's killing me right now with all these.
It is what it is.
With all these double headers, but we can figure it out. I would love to have someone with an Islam perspective in on the religion podcast, because I feel like we'd end up back on the same.
Yeah, Spaceman said actually might not be able to join the religion segment. Oh, well.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be me and Alex and Wolverine. Wolverine will bring a good perspective onto it because he's still a church, goes to church and stuff. So,
what denomination do you know?
I don't know.
You can drop it in there. That's fine.
But yeah, I'll get in contact with him this week and see if he's down for it for next week. We'll try and hammer down the time.
Before we finish, I'm not going to wrap up. I'm just going to say I got to read a couple more tweets about how much of you guys are bigots for celebrating the 4th of July.
Here we go.
Pete Ricketts, our governor, said, "Happy 4th of July. We're blessed to live in the greatest nation the world has ever seen. On 4th of July, we're reminded of the freedoms and the sacrifices that have sustained them."
All right, combo, we won't.
This person retweets with a comment and says, "Fuck you, Pete. We don't live in the greatest nation the world has ever seen. We are far from it because of greedy, selfish politicians like you. Do better, you tactless human thumb."
Wow, we got him with the human thumb insult.
Nice.
Ouch.
Nice, yeah. Oh, and then this is my favorite one. Okay, I can't show this picture because I wish that I could show this picture, but I don't want to expose this person.
That's all right.
I don't want to blast
to parler français. Very little parler français combo.
So to put it as best as that I can without actually showing you the post, she posts 2 pictures of herself sitting on the beach with a bikini thong, riding up her ass.
Perfect.
Right? Which is fine. If that's what you want to do, fucking go crazy. I don't care. But she leads by saying, "Now that I have your attention, please take the time to sign these petitions. No justice, no peace. Black Lives Matter. Say their names. Jake Gardner is a murderer. Justice for James Scurlock." Those are the 2 Omaha people. James Scurlock being the victim and James Gardner being the person that killed him. I won't use the term murderer, but whatever. He's a racist piece of shit. I'll say that much.
There you go.
Justice for Breonna Taylor. Agree with. Justice for George Floyd. Those dudes are in jail. Justice for Vanessa Guillen. Yep. That dude killed himself, unfortunately.
Well, we still got one of them in lockup.
Yeah, justice for every fucking person who lost their lives at the hands of the police. Completely agree. Fuck, question, or all caps, exclamation, exclamation, $, exclamation, and then a close quote, open quote, I don't know. Clearly a very passionate fuck the police and defund them. If you were taking this day to celebrate question this country question, please delete me.
We were doing so well until
there's
this
all caps nothing to celebrate today. Also, fuck Donald Trump, all caps.
Well, we did good about the first half of that post, and then she went off the rails.
So why do we have to do that, man?
I don't know.
Why do we have to do that? I mean, obviously not you and I, but why do we have to start saying that America, again, as flawed as it is a horrible place to live? Because it's not.
People always want to take things to the extreme, no matter what. One way or the other, it's always somebody's always going to take it as far as they can take it and let it go down there.
And you know why they do, Ben?
They like to get a rise.
It's for likes and retweets and comments, and it's for social clout.
No, that's what it is. That's why she put her ass on the photo.
This girl is white as snow, posting 2 pictures of her again. And if that's what you want to do, then do it.
It's fine.
I don't care if you want clout for your ass on Facebook.
Use your ass to get the likes, I guess.
Do your thing. Work that platform, whatever. But don't. I mean, you can. That's the beautiful thing about this country is you can, and nobody's gonna come after you.
Yep.
But at the same time,
why?
Do you realize? It hurts me, dude. It hurts me how stupid. I shouldn't even say stupid. How short-minded some of these thoughts are that people are so passionate about. Like, you have not put more than 20 minutes into this thought process, and that's very clear.
Yeah.
And so you to have these hot takes and have all of these ideas of how the country is going to get better, you're not putting in the work to really identify how the country is going to get better.
Right.
You're not really working. You're not really doing anything to make the country better. All you're doing is striving to get attention and likes and retweets
and be divisive.
That's all you're doing. That's all you're not making anything better.
Right.
So I don't want to tell her to stop posting ass pics, because dude, if that's what you want to do, but don't post an ass pic and then turn right around and use it for like
clout,
a Black Lives Matter, or like a clout, like,
yeah, because at that
not
point
doing anything. You're disrespecting the movement.
She's not any better than the rest of those Instagram thoughts that went to the movements and just took their pictures in their yoga pants and stuff in front of the signs and were like, I'm here to support, but all they did was go down there, take the picture, and leave.
Yeah,
they just did it for likes. Since Combo's going crazy about it, I know a little bit of Spanish and a little bit of French and a couple other like words and phrases in a couple other different languages, but no, I'm not fluent in any other language. I would like to learn another language. I just gotta find the time to do it.
¿Tú sabes español?
Pequeño.
Pequeño? Pequeño vato?
Pequeño.
Pequeño güero?
Muy poco.
Tú no sabes español, vato.
I tell you, and you're right, Combo. These crazies haven't been to these. No, they haven't been to any developing countries.
Debunk feminism.
I'm not gonna say debunk.
Yikes.
That's that's a volatile topic. I'm not gonna say. Well,
that's easy. Easy.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that feminism in and of itself is fine. You treat everybody equal, fine. But what's happened is there's people like to refer to them as feminazis, and they've co-opted the feminism movement into men suck and aren't shit, and have taken what was treat everybody as being equals and turned it into something horrible.
It's the same thing that humanity does with everything. Let's take a good idea and let's think that women should have the rights as men. And like, hey, fine. I can get on board with that. You can get on board with that. That's great. And then all of a sudden it turns into, well, men ain't shit. And it's like, well, no, I was saying that women are good and that they should have the same rights as that I should. I didn't necessarily say that like that. I'm a man and I think men are shit, but can we meet somewhere in the middle?
Yeah, no, it went from let's all be equal, which is perfectly fine. Let's all be equal. Yes. Everybody, no matter your race, creed, sex, sexual orientation, whatever, should all be treated equally. But then they take it and go, you know what? Let's give women all of the power and men none of the power, and then it just went to shit from there. So, Ednut says, "Did you see the one girl at the Houston protest recording herself telling the cops she would fuck anyone?"
Yeah.
They quit right then and there, and people drug her through the mud for making the movement something it was. Well, good for them for dragging her through the mud and telling her that that's not what that's about. Like, why would you go and basically whore yourself out like that?
Well, she was a sex worker, to be fair to her. Oh. She was a prostitute. I mean, that's her job. I mean, disagree with it, don't disagree with it, whatever.
Your body, you want to go do that, go do that.
Again, and I don't know. I think if one of those dudes would have wanted to be like, you know what, dude, I'm fucking laying this badge down right here and let's go get it on. And if that actually would have happened, I don't have a fucking real problem with that. I mean, you know, whatever. She's
what would have happened there.
Yeah, she's saying that. Well, yeah, you would have had to lay it all down.
Which he already would have been quitting anyway, because that was the whole spiel of the
that was the premise of it all. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a real problem with that. I mean,
I get, like, I don't have a problem with it, like, in and of itself, but using that platform to do it like that is kind of not the right way to go about it.
Yeah, I don't know. This is probably where I have a very centrist idea on this. I'm like, I don't fucking care, dude. If you want to tell a cop to lay down his badge and we'll go have sex, like, I just don't have a real problem with that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I get that we shouldn't defund the police by, offering all of them to have sex with them, probably. But if that's that girl's prerogative, if she, like, gets off on that sort of shit, then fucking I don't care, dude. Fucking go do whatever you want.
I would, but I'm married. Jesus Christ, what a scumbag.
Yeah, that's the one cop that looked at her. There was like a meme of that dude, and he was like looking at her like,
huh?
You could tell he was like thought processing.
He was thinking about it. For the end of the podcast, we need to.
Oh, sorry, I'm married.
All right, I'll give you guys a mittens paw in a second. I'll wake her up and disturb her. But yeah, that's kind of weird. All right, we'll watch Spaceman's little trailer that he sent to us because I'm kind of interested in it anyway. Just given the fact that
did people not hear the McConaughey video earlier? Because if they didn't, I want them to hear the McConaughey.
How many?
Video.
I know some of you came in late and didn't see it, but I'll play it. And let me play that again. Then we'll play the trailer, and then I'll leave you guys with a kitty cat paw for the rest of the week.
That sounds perfect.
There, so let's.
That's what the podcast is made out of, brother. A conspiracy, a conspiracy trailer, a little Matthew McConaughey, and then a kitty cat paw.
All right, yeah. Let me pull it up real fast.
I'm muting myself.
Okay. All right.
144th birthday, America. Whoo, we is going through some growing pains in this one, aren't we? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It is hotter in more ways than one. But growing pains are a good thing because how the hell else are we going to grow up? I think we got to look each other in the eye. I think we got to look ourselves in the eye. We got to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, how can I be better? How can I expect more of myself and others? How can I be more responsible? How can I have more compassion? How can I have more courage? How can I be more fair? How do I make sure I wear the damn mask? We individually make these changes. That's how we make a collective change. That's how we get to next year's birthday and birthdays beyond that. And we start partying again. Looking around and saying, oh, yeah, we always got work to do. We never arrive. But we improved. That's our chance. That's our opportunity. That's on me. That's on you. It's game time. Ding, ding. We are in the ring, America. Let's quit messing about and get it done. Just keep living.
All right, there it is, Matthew McConaughey again. We can keep going if that's what the people want. I mean, we can, but I mean, it's midnight and I got to be at work early tomorrow. So,
Texas fucking fight. Goddamn Matthew McConaughey.
Need the link again? No, I've got it, Spaceman. No, everybody loves Matthew McConaughey, and that man's American treasure. All right.
He's the reason why I bought a Lincoln, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. I own a black Lincoln, the same one that he drove in that very first commercial he shot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. No, I don't need the link. We're going to watch this trailer because I'm interested just in all this stuff surrounding it, and then I'll give you the mittens paw. And we'll call it. I'm gonna say we're gonna call it a night because I gotta go to work tomorrow.
That's fine with me, dude. We've been going for like an hour and
a half, so it's all right.
Hour and a half.
Trust me, guys, like I know we did a really good one on Wednesday. We talked for like 3 hours, but there's a lot happened at the beginning of the week. It's a holiday.
We can drop a Wednesday one too. We can shoot for 2 a week if that's something that'll work for you. I mean,
I don't want to spread myself too thin. I've got. The weekend's blocked out for like the podcast and streaming stuff, but that's stuff we can talk about.
Yeah, later. We'll talk about it offline.
Yeah. But
you guys only get so much of our time.
Yeah, so much.
You can't have us all the time.
But if we, when things get to where we can, it works out, we can get started earlier on a Sunday. We'll go for as long as we need to. We get started earlier, but I feel like part of the reason we kept this one a little short is just Alex had things to do. It was also a holiday weekend, so. People had other things to do, hang out with family and stuff. So, is what it is. But anyway, we'll watch this trailer real fast, just for the interesting.
Your cat's loving herself up on that top of that tree pod right now.
Don't leave, cat. I gotta grab you here in a second. Right, we're gonna watch this trailer, and then I'll give you the pause, and we'll get out of here.
What is gray state?
This show was done by A&E.
Gray State is less a movie than it is a warning. We do not live in a dictatorship, but we do live in a police state. What we're going to see is the unveiling of this gray state foisted upon America. Americans believe that they can't do anything. And day by day, they're becoming correct. It's a game of numbers, and we're losing.
There's something about it that just kind of gets on you and you just can't wash it off.
Credibility means nothing to me. What I care about is truth.
God, I don't think you're missing anything. The only thing you're missing is why.
Huh. It's interesting. See, now I'm intrigued. Now I kind of want to watch it. So.
Is that something you can watch?
Yeah, I don't know. Spaceman, it never got released, did it? Because like now I'm interested to see. Like I don't know. I mean, I'm just interested to see where he's like taking that. This trailer was in the 2 hours. Oh, the trailer was in that 2 hour video that got taken down. Interesting.
The movie never got released. Why though?
Probably because guy was murdered.
Wouldn't somebody pick up in his footsteps though?
You'd think. I don't know.
I don't know. There's some weird shit when you. That's my thing. Is if it really is that fucked up and that fucking corrupt, then.
And then there was that much like truth or somehow that he exposed in that movie that he got murdered for it.
Then we're just barely cracking the tip of the iceberg.
That's tippity top up there with Mittens, the very top, and we have all of that to go and more.
It makes me feel even less of a person than I feel like I am right now for trying to like, because I feel like all of us are just like after the truth. Like we just want to know what the fuck to do, what's going on. Like let's just live in a civilized society. And if, like that guy said, if it really is a numbers game and the numbers are against us and we're losing,
we're fucked, bro.
That shit will start to really fuck with my brain.
Yeah.
Like that will really start to mess with me because I want to topple it. I want to take it all down. But I
don't know, man.
There's so much to believe and there's so much to know.
Yeah,
and
it's a lot of research.
let me put it this way. I'm not going to say that that's not true. But if it is true, then yikes indeed. I like to think that we all actually know some sort of the truth, and we all kind of have an idea of what's going on. But if we're really just all kept in the dark to a certain degree of that there is like an Illuminati and there is like a group that runs us, that we will never be able to infiltrate or know what's happening, that gives me such anxiety.
Yeah, dude, that's
that's
a scary thought.
Oh man, that's the shit I have nightmares about, dude. Literally.
That's a scary thought.
I'm so passionate about it, and I just want to do what I can to make the world a better place. And if I'm fighting a losing battle right off the bat,
like, what the fuck's the point?
No, it makes me feel not good.
Yep,
not good at all. Go grab your cat.
Let me just stir my
let's finish this with a good old cat.
Come here, kitty.
And there goes Ben. He's wearing his shorts and he's grabbing the cat. Oh, and the dog is really interested in what's going on here. Ben, are you wearing jorts?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
They're comfortable and they're fashionable. Crucify
New Jersey.
I don't care.
New Jersey's changed you.
No, bro, I would have worn these even before that. All right, guys, this is Mittens.
Let's see that cat thumb. Mittens.
It's a little thumb.
Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh.
And I don't know if she's gonna let me do it because she's being squirmy right now. But
that cat's got a club on her
come here, mamas.
leg.
But I don't know if you guys can see it.
I was gonna call it an arm. And look at your dog. He's like,
but right in here, right
there
here.
It is.
Where my finger is right here. That's like her.
That cat could write a well-formed letter to her governor with that thumb.
This is her normal little claw that she's supposed to have, but then she also got the little thumb as well. See? Little thumb.
She could fit a pen in between there, and you could teach her English. You're just being lazy.
All right, let me go put her back up and let the dog not fuck with her.
Yeah. Your dog's like, I don't know what you're doing with the cat, but I kind of want you to let her down so I can fuck with her.
But yeah, that's her little thumbs. She got them on both front paws. She got real thumbs. Yeah, kitty. Cat loves it. Chat loves the kitty.
Chat, we just need more of your cat.
Yeah,
next
I know.
time.
Next time it's
more of the cat.
Look at him. Look at him go. He wants to do it so bad.
He's like, wait a minute.
He loves messing with her.
God damn it.
Him and
Bring
Rousey
that cat down here.
Him and my other one. Here you go, bonus cat.
Bonus cat.
Bonus cat. Come here, Mom.
You guys are lucky today.
Bonus cat. This one and the
bonus
dog.
Cat.
This one and the dog get along pretty well.
Well, like you look at her.
Mittens, on the other hand, still not too sure. So
next time I'll bring one of my cats up here and the chat can see.
When you get affiliate, we need a cat emote. But yeah, all right, guys. I think that's...
donate to us and we'll get a cat emote. We'll make sure it happens.
We gotta get followers and stream for 5 more days.
Nah, dude, just Venmo.
Oh yeah,
just Venmo me and we'll make it work.
True. We'll figure it out. Nah. All right. I think we're gonna wrap it up for tonight.
I've got food waiting for me downstairs.
I got work tomorrow. I know.
I'm gonna go watch a movie. I'm gonna go eat some food.
There you go. Some of you guys might be in a different time zone where you can still do some celebrating for the 4th of July. So go do that. The rest of us, get some sleep, enjoy some food, be good to people, eat good food. And
hey, when I say this, even though I know that a lot of you guys I've never met before at all, I love you guys to death. I truly mean that, and I'm glad for all of you guys on this stream, and
I'm really glad that you guys keep coming back to listen to us and ramble about what we think's going on in the world and what our thoughts of it. But be good to people, and eat good food, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. On Sunday, I'm gonna drop this in there because I think I made it. See if it works. Damn, it didn't work. Oh well.
No, it worked.
Well, it didn't do the link.
That add Darth Vader.
Yeah, I didn't do the link. Anyway, that's my normal Twitch handle. So if you guys want to come talk about this kind of talk about stuff and give me ideas maybe for the podcast or whatever while I'm streaming on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
the best way, I think, is maybe on Twitter.
True.
Because you can find us. Ben and I are always sending each other stuff. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty funny.
True.
You're
Both
pretty
of our
funny.
Twitters are on. Will be on the ending screen. They're both on the start screen when we start the podcast too. So.
Yeah, GNGR, like ginger _beard_man.
And then mine's the same as you see right there in the chat. So
Yep.
drop the follow. Most of the time I just post random stuff, but we're both kind of funny. We're both posting. Sometimes I give my viewpoint on other things that are going out around on Twitter and anything. But yeah, if you want extra of this mug playing video games and shit, hit me up on Twitch on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays.
Pure salt and trolling.
That's what happens. And that I'm salty AF all the time playing video games, and the chat trolls me. So if you guys want to come make fun of me and watch me suck at video games, that's the place to be. But other than that, guys, we'll leave you till next week. Again, happy 4th of July.
God bless America.
Happy Canada Day combo. Mission failed. I know you're from Canada, so happy late Canada Day.
Yeah, I don't know what Canada celebrates or when they do, but
it's July 1st. He made sure I knew.
Okay, enjoy. Oh, it's already too late.
It's already been gone.
But yeah, happy Canada Day.
The Twitter's going to be on the end page, which is happening right now. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Hold on. Does Canada celebrate their day by just like pouring maple syrup down each other's throats instead of like lighting fireworks or what? We'll talk about that next week.
100%.
Yeah, just a lot of maple syrup chugging.
A lot of maple syrup chugging through straws.
All right, love you
All
guys.
right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.